Marhaban ya Ramadan. Ramadan tiba and tiba-tiba Ramadan. They're all that bullshit. All blessings to those who fast and is currently on the whole Ramadan festivities like bukber, taraweh, fasting, Ramadan discounts, no Satans, postponing the bukber, extra blessings, and not doing the bukber while also enjoying one of the more popular things, that is takjil hunting, which nowadays is shared by every Indonesians alike, Muslims and non-Muslims alike. So get around! Anyways, what's up? Welcome back to Raw Opinions with me, Bambino. Yeah, today there's no Aji Pisang, there's no bullshit eh? And today, we'll be diving into 2024's Ramadan scene in Indonesia. Apparently, there's a rising interest in the sales of takjil all of a sudden. Like, now why takjil? What is takjil? Who is takjil? Well, let me tell you something. Sometimes people think that takjil refers to the food that people eat in the afternoon right after the prayer call. But it's actually not the case. Takjil comes from the word ajila, derived from the Arabic language that means refreshing. So in Indonesian terms, we just added a T and deleted the A. And in the end, we made it our own. That means to refresh yourself. Even by the teachings of Islam, the Prophet Muhammad ate dates to break his fast. And now we're not talking about like real dates going to a restaurant and shit. Like dates as in the fruit, kurma. It's light, it doesn't take a glutton to finish up, but instead, it shows an example that you should open up with something light. You know, like a conversation. You don't want to start a conversation like saying, oh yeah, the genocide of the Chinese people in Nanjing is... No, you don't want to start that conversation. Like, it's just rude. Anyways, sometimes these takjils, they consist of tea with fruits, fried tofu or tempeh, and any other kind of deep fried varieties that Americans would love. Artery blockage and diabetes every afternoon. We will live and die on that for real. Now, but these past few days, I've been hearing concerning news. Recently, the stocks of takjil being sold on the streets have decreased by a significant amount. Muslims all around Indonesia are struggling to find a refreshing drink and savory snacks that they've been waiting since dawn. But they suddenly ran out of them. Why? Turns out, the takjil has been bought by the religious minority, the non-Muslims, and they bought it during the day of their fucking lunch or ganjalan. God! Fucking non-Muslims in Indonesia, bro. Minorities bullshit. But seriously though, this was not the first time that the takjils were bought by non-Muslims. Honestly, it's been done before, just not as highlighted, that's all I'm saying. I guess whatever fluff pieces to distract us from the impending doomsday or just the next presidential regime of dances and cutesy politics. But that's not my channel, that's the other channel, you know. This Indonesian show.
Welcome, everybody, to the Base Indonesian Talks, where we talk to you about random ass shit. Random ass shit?
Yeah, random ass shit.
Anime! Sometimes. We're gonna talk about anime?
Yeah, a little bit, maybe.
Yeah. The latest fads in fashion. Are we talking about fashion?
Maybe not. Yeah, you know what? This red hat does make a statement.
No, I guess so.
Mais on est où là? On est en France! Y'a pas de choses zappées! On est en France ici!
Anyways, these news got viral by two girls on TikTok, right? No, they're not best friends. And no, they might not kiss. Well, I don't know about the best friends part, right? But you know what I mean. These two girls, they go out, they record themselves going out at 3:30 in the afternoon, where the sellers are usually setting their stands and preparing to sell their takjil for profit. But they immediately jump into the occasion by waiting in front of the store, giggling and frothing at the mouth for some diabetes in a cup. Like white chicks when they smell a pumpkin spice latte in the air while wearing their Uggs. Or in this case, they're wearing their Forever 21 sandals, whatever the fuck they're wearing. See, one of the girls even referred to an Indonesian proverb talking about this takjil case. In quotation mark, siapa cepat, dia dapat. Or in English, it translates to, whoever's the fastest, they will get it first. I mean, it's much nicer when it's spoken in Indonesian, but honestly, much more rhymey and crap. You know, fucking Indonesia like to fluff things up. All right. Oh, shit. Let me just get in position. These takjil merchants also mentioned in the interview that these two girls had been giggling so loud when they got to the takjil, they were very determined to purchase the food. And now the topic has been so viral, it got everybody in Indonesia who is not fasting or celebrating Ramadan to enjoy the tradition to buy takjil and ngabuburit. Yeah, so they are very ambitious in their own sense, because like they want to get their shit done. I wish all Indonesians share the same determination to get takjil like non-Muslim does in this Ramadan. Now, you see, all this commotion had a lot of Muslims in Indonesia riled up, even starting to retaliate by making TikToks about how they're going to steal eggs from Christians so they can only use Kinder eggs for Easter, or buying all mandarin oranges so that the Chinese could only use Nutrisari for their religious practices. Masa jeruk makan jeruk? Like, no, that's not the case. You can't use Nutrisari for religious practices. How are you going to do that? Like, sebar bubuk? I mean, no, that's not the case. Indonesians are hilariously petty. When it comes to like something that the majority holds dear, they tend to retaliate in a funny way. You know, like the 212 movement in Monas. To this day, I still have no idea what they were in Monas, bro. One would think it's a Gamis convention, honestly. But seriously, at the end of the day, the news also stated that the takjil are bought by the non-Muslims here, and they ended up being shared with their families. So it's kind of wholesome in a way, which in essence is selfless. Also, there are some cases where non-Muslims even sell the takjil or even have a takjil giveaway as a sign of respect to the Muslims in Indonesia, which goes to show the level of tolerance that some Indonesians have for diversity. Some are assholes, and sadly, they tend to come from the majority by discriminating against them for their different beliefs, or even not allowing churches and temples to be built in the name of heresy towards the Muslim God. At the end of the day, I think this takjil war, as I like to call it, TM, whatever, teaches us Indonesians that we are a people of different backgrounds and belief. We are not a secular state, nor are we a Muslim state, despite us being the largest Muslim population in the world. At the end of the day, we're just people, trying to be kind to one another, like it's fucking Ramadan. It's the month for Muslims to be kind, as their blessings would be doubled. Meaning if you also sin, it also would be doubled. But it don't matter though, because we'd be forgiven during Idul Fitri, so the goal is to not die sinning in Ramadan, broski. Like we can do whatever the fuck we want, because we can be forgiven. Just don't die, just please. All the suicidal motherfuckers, don't fucking die just yet, bro. Because Ramadan's coming, Idul Fitri's coming, and you are going to be forgiven. Trust me. Well, I guess that's about it for this episode. Be sure to tune in to the YouTube, turn on the notifications on, check my Instagram, check the TikTok. Hell, just look me up in the social media, will you? Please. I need the engagement. And I'll see you in the next episode of Raw Opinions. See ya.